This is David Livingston, working as an assistant professor in the Department of IT at Malla Engineering College for Women. And now I am going to give you a presentation on problem solving using computers. What is problem solving? So we are going to see first the need for programming language. What is, to solve a problem, we need computers. Without computers, we can solve the problem, but it has to be done manually. But with the help of computer, we can automate the solution for solving a problem. In our day-to-day life, we have problems. We face a lot of problems, and we have to solve the problems every day in our day-to-day life. We have to solve the problem one by one so that we can come out of it. Solving the problem can be done either manually or with the help of computers. So if we solve the problem with the help of computers, we don't need to do it again and again. It can be automated and it can solve the problem automatically. That is the main advantage of using computer for solving the problem. We want to use the computer so that it can solve the problem automatically. Whenever the problem occurs, computer will assist us in solving the problem. So, but computer is a machine. So we need to give instruction. We need to give instruction so that it will follow the set of instruction for solving the problem. It will not do the solving automatically. So we have to instruct the computer in such a way that it can solve the problem. Whenever the problem arises, we can make use of it for solving it. What is problem? A problem is an obstacle which makes it difficult to achieve a desired goal, objective or purpose. Problem is anything that cannot be easily solved in our day-to-day life. That is the problem, for solving which we need some kind of skills. So programming is one kind of skill, one of the skills which we use for solving our problem with the help of computer. Problem refers to a situation or condition or an issue that is not yet unsolved or resolved. Okay. Problem is something which is not yet solved, either manually or with the help of computer. In a broad sense, problem exists when an individual becomes aware of a significant difference between what actually is and what is desired. Problem is identified first. Problem has to be identified so that whenever we face that problem, we can solve the problem by providing a solution to it. Every problem in the real world needs to be identified and solved. So identifying the problem is first. Identifying the problem has to be done first so that we can provide the solution. We can find some solution for it. Trying to find a solution to a problem is known as problem solving. Finding a solution either manually or with the help of a computer, we can solve the problem. Problem solving becomes a part of our day-to-day life, especially when we use computers for performing our day-to-day activity. So computers are used for automation. Our day-to-day activities can be automated with the help of computer. Computer assists human being in solving a problem. So computers are machines that can be helped for solving a problem in our day-to-day life. How to solve a problem? We are going to see the steps in solving the problem. If you have a problem, either you can solve it manually or using a computer. Right? Either we can do it manually or it can be done with the help of a computer. For example, let us take banking. In banking, we have a teller who takes care of money transaction, deposit as well as withdrawal. So that is called manual transaction. But nowadays we have ATM machines which are computers, specialized computers, which helps us in doing the same. It is called automatic teller machine, right? It's a teller machine with the help of which we can do it from anywhere. Okay, wherever we see the ATM, we can go and we can do the deposit or we can do the withdrawal. If the problem is easy enough, solve it manually or else use computers, right? If the problem is simple to handle, simple to solve, it can be done manually. If it is complex, if it is not easy to solve by manually, then we can make use of a machine like this, computer, to solve the problem. Bigger problems can be subdivided into smaller problems and start solving them one by one. So we can do it little by little or model by model. Modular approach is one kind of approach which is used for solving the problem in computers, right? We can subdivide the bigger problem into smaller one, and solving the smaller problem will help you to solve the bigger problem. After completing solving sub-problems, the entire big problem has been solved easily. Divide and conquer method, right? Divide and conquer is one of the method of solving a problem. We divide the entire bigger problem into smaller one, and by solving the smaller problem, we finally solve the entire problem as a whole. Algorithm. What is algorithm? Algorithm is a method which is used for solving a problem. Before solving it by computer, first we need to find out the steps involved in solving the problem. Okay. Identifying the steps involved in solving the problem is called algorithm. If you have solved any problem already, you would have definitely used some procedure to do so. So the procedure is nothing but the steps involved in solving the problem. We need some kind of method, a methodology for solving the problem. Procedural approach is one kind of approach in which we use procedures for steps for solving the problem. There may be many different logic that can solve a single problem. Same problem can be solved in multiple ways. There are many solutions for solving a single problem. We need to identify them, and we need to make use of the best solution for solving a problem. So writing the steps involved in solving the problem is called writing algorithm. You may write this logic into small steps in English. Algorithm is written using our own language, simple language, a natural language for solving the problem. We need to identify the steps. We need to find out the steps for solving the problem. We need to write them down as a procedure, and then only we can easily solve the problem. We need the blueprint. We need the designing the solution is called algorithm. A simple problem factorial. Now we are going to see a simple problem which is nothing but factorial, finding the factorial of a given number. What is factorial? Factorial is nothing but multiplying the numbers from 1 to that particular number and adding them all, summing them all to get the final solution, right? Factorial is nothing but finding the multiplication of n numbers up to a certain number. See, we know how to calculate the factorial. This is the algorithm used for finding the factorial. Okay, so let us take, we are finding the factorial of n. We can start solving this problem from n to number 1. We can multiply the number n and all the other number up to number 1. We can come in the descending order, or you can start from number 1 and you can multiply up to n for finding the solution, for finding the factorial. You can go in ascending order, you can come in descending order for solving the problem. There are two ways in which you can find the factorial. You can start from 1 and you can go up to n, or you can start from n and you can count down up to 1. During this process you can multiply all the numbers from 1 to n. So this is the problem. This is the algorithm, or this is the solution for solving this problem. So this is one logic. This is one algorithm for finding the factorial of n. We start with we take the input from the user. We get the number n for finding the factorial of n, and we start with number 1, and we keep. So in this algorithm, we use the descending order approach. We start from n and we come up to number 1. We decrement number n each and every time for finding this factorial. Okay, so we have to identify all the solutions one by one, and we have to find the best solution for solving our problem. So we have to, these are the steps. This is how we have to write the algorithm. We make use of some natural language for writing our algorithm. Flowchart. Flowchart is a pictorial representation of the algorithm. We can make use of diagrams, some pictures for representing it so that it can be easily understood. The flow of execution, flow of solving the problem can be identified easily. So this is how it can be flow charted. We can draw flow charts with the help of various symbols used for drawing the flow chart. So these are the symbols used for drawing the flow chart. Okay, each and every symbol means something. Pseudocode. Pseudocode is the next way of representing the logic. It makes use of plain language as well as some code. Okay, some commands used in the higher level language for solving the problem. It's a combination of both simple language as well as the programming language. So this is how we write pseudocode. So finally we code. We make use of a higher level language for writing the code for solving the problem. Okay. So once the code is written, it can be executed by the computer, and while running, it will take the input. For example, in this problem, it will get the number, factorial number for finding the factorial, and it will give you the output, which is the solution for our problem. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this lecture.